What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is James, RedOptionAgency.com, 23 years. Selling full-time on eBay. Got the baby girl. Do not try to adjust your viewing device for it is, yes, me doing a shipping video midday. Why? Because I'm a rebel like that, Dottie, sorry. Getting Dolly and Dottie mixed up. Oh, it just felt like doing something different. So I'm just going to ship the orders and just talk or whatever. Let's see. We are at 3 p.m. right now. We are running slower than yesterday. Slower than most days this week. Let's see where we're at. Oops. See if I got any international. It's going to help me. Nope. So right now in the media store. So we're an hour past my halfway point. I'm at 186 in the media store. And and 163 in the clothing store. So, $250. That's not even a $500 day. After a $1,200 day yesterday? What's up with that? I shouldn't be surprised, though. It's eBay. And it fits into the roller coaster. Literally on both, it fits into perfectly into the roller coaster that is my graph. At least on the clothing store. My media store has gone a little awry within the past week. So that's a good thing. Oh well. We'll see. I'll just keep listing and see what happens by the end of the day. So let's do some shipping here. Yeah. Oh, that's just a note. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this. Let's do this. First up, we got Fisher and Fitchtill distressed hat sold for $10.50. Headed to Sweetesboro, New Jersey. Sweetesboro. Very nice day outside today. Very comfy. F-U-A-D. I've always said like I'm not a small talk type of person. So what better way to if I'm telling myself, don't turn on the camera. Just do what you do. Go, no. I'm going to turn on the camera. I'm going to make myself try to think of something to talk about. Waterloo Country Club. This thing's been in the store for like 8 years. So I took an offer for $5. I'm like, yeah, get it gone. I headed to San Francisco. San Fran. Do something outside of the comfort zone, if you will. Just nothing to talk about, no topic. Figure it out. So these are part of the Working on the Weekend series. I picked up the baseball pants, those Nike pants. What did I pay? I think, what was the average? $2 and something on that stuff. Sold for $36. So, and headed to Miami, Florida. So a nice little sale there. I gotta find the paper I had all that written down on, since I haven't been keeping track. Next up, I got a hair in my mouth. There we go. Got a Raiders t-shirt. Sold for $9. Headed to Tullahoma, Tennessee. If you guys want to see more puppy stuff, follow me on TikTok. I've been posting more doggy videos on TikTok. I'll try to remember to put the link below if it's not already. Winter Jam Spectacular shirt. Sold for $9. Oh, whoops. Sorry, the Raiders shirt sold for $8, headed to Duffield, Virginia. This one sold for $9, headed to Tullahoma, Tennessee. I did get the name right at least. So today I got vinyl listed, I got some CDs listed, I got some cassettes listed. Wanted something different, so I figured I'd do this video, and then maybe I'll go out into the garage and just grab a interesting looking box or something and work on some whatever I find. Whatever I find. Colleen. We got 100th U.S. Amateur hat. Sold for $8, headed to Gilbert, Arizona. I did have somebody try to scam me. And this was a legitimate scammer because his account has already been suspended, not a registered user. Even though he's left perfect feedback for everybody, and he of course has perfect feedback because he's a buyer, but he sent me a picture, and he opened up a return and put in a picture of a box that was empty, and then put this statement in there. What is this, a joke? I feel like I'm being pranked. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna believe that. So unfortunately, even though his account's been suspended, I had to hit accept the return. But being his account's been suspended, I don't think I have to give him a refund. But then again, if he tries to send it back, and I'll just do the whole thing. He sent back an empty box. But he's not a registered user, so none of it should matter. I don't even know how he was able to open a return if he's not a registered user. So... but it wouldn't have let me buy the label. It just said, prove that you sent the label. And I just hit that. Because what's he going to do? Complain to eBay? He's not a registered user now. Let me see if he sent any kind of email. I didn't check that. No, everything's froze up. No, it just says you accepted the return. But yeah, like, how are they even supposed to do that? So apparently, I'm guessing he's done this before, being he's suspended. He goes, what is this? Where is my action figure? What exactly am I supposed to do with this item? I don't even know what it is. And why is the box so empty? Like, that don't even make any sense. I don't even know what to say here. This feels like I'm being pranked. What exactly am I supposed to do with this item? I don't even know what it is. And why is the box so empty? Huh? Like, that don't even make sense. So yeah, clearly a scammer. Not a registered user. But sent no emails and didn't respond to that or anything, so sure it's nothing I gotta worry about since he's suspended, so I'm not gonna have to worry about feedback or nothing like that. So. Screw you, man. Trying to play the scamming game with me. Homie, don't play that. We got this West End women's newsboy cap sold for $9, headed to Bordentown, New Jersey. So, I haven't had nobody try to do that kind of thing in a long time. I don't even remember the last time somebody tried to say their package was empty. And in the picture, the box looks fine, so it doesn't look like it got like squished and ripped open or anything. So, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. We got Farmers Insurance. Sold for $7, headed to North Wales, Pennsylvania. It's weird how insurance stuff sells so well for me. State Farm, Farmers. Denise. And lastly over here, another hat. This is a hat that I normally, when I'm putting them up, I'm like, are these things even selling? Like, because I don't pay attention or they haven't been selling. Bud Light hat. So beer hats. Like, I can't remember beer hats selling anymore. Every time I put one up, I'm trying to think if I've sold any lately. And I don't even remember. So chances are I'll forget about this one too. Sold for $9.50, headed to Manhattan, Kansas. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice this morning, but I guess my label's printed up fine because either they printed up fine or I didn't pay attention and put them on wrong. One of the two. So hopefully they printed up fine. So we'll see if they printed up fine now. I don't think any of those were 24-hour-ish items. baby girl. Okay, boom. It looks like they're print. Oh wait, no, that's the opposite way, James. Remember. Looks like they're fine this time. Yay. It has been fixed. Because we got a mat. We got a Denise. Or D-Nice. Aaron D-Nice. We got a Roberta. Is there a Roberta? No. Is there a Charles in the house? Is there a Charles? Charles? You mean Charles? Colleen. Kenneth. Kevin. Alexis. And Fuad. Fuad? That's how you pronounce it. Alrighty. And onward to the media store, the media store. Yeah, definitely a quiet day compared to yesterday. When it's like the cha-chings are non-existent today. Got a UK item. Alright, first up we've got Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum for the PC. Sold for $5. Spokane Valley, Washington. Let me clean that one up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Oh, whoa. I remember when I was young, I guess maybe 12 or 13, for Christmas or birthday one year, I guess my mom and dad had some extra money, so I was always listening to the radio of some sort, a little transistor or whatever. So I remember going to a pawn shop to look for a stereo for me, one that had cassette deck and record player. I don't remember if I had an 8-track or not. I remember just getting this cheap. I guess it wasn't cheap at the time, because for some reason I'm wanting to say it was like a $40 stereo. And back in, early 80s, I guess that was, probably the equivalent of, I don't know, 70, 80 bucks today. So not cheap for the lack of money we had. But I wish I remember where I got this album, but somehow I came. Did it maybe come with the stereo? No, I think somebody just gave it to me, maybe. Yeah, I think somebody gave me, they gave me a couple of different records. They came together. So I'm thinking somebody gave them to me. And one of them was Big Bad John 40. It was like a single, but it was a 33. It was a 12-inch. But then the other one was this band I never heard of called Kiss, and it was Rock and Roll Over. I just remember listening to that album, because at this point in my life, I've only listened to like country music, what my parents grew up, had on all the time. Every once in a while, my mom would play like Chuck Berry or Chubby Checker or Jerry Lee Lewis or somebody like that. But when I put this Kiss on, I'm like, what is this? This is pretty wild. This is before I found like Quiet Riot and stuff. So this is probably like, I might have been 10 or 11 then, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe it was maybe we used auction money when we were dumpster diving. Maybe that's what it was. That's probably what it was, would be my guess, because I got a new coat at that time too. And I never had a new, was never able to pick out my own clothing before brand new, so that was a cool experience. But I remember putting it on and just being kind of mesmerized by it. Like, what is this? Do I like this? I think I do. This is different. And just, kind of like in awe of it, I guess you could say. Just because it was so outside of my normal music thing. Because at the time I was probably listening to like just whatever was on AM, FM radio too. So. And I ended up drawing the album cover. I remember drawing the album cover. All right, next up we got another Hastings CD. I think we got like 9 more of these left. Not counting whatever's in storage. Sold for $5, headed to West Covina, California. Boom. I had a weird dream last night. We went to a car dealership, and it was a Honda car dealership. I remember walking in going, what's the most expensive car Honda has? You guys don't have no big, cool cars, do you? He goes, no, the highest is $27,000. And then I woke up this morning remembering that. I'm like, yeah, what is it? Is there any expensive Hondas? Like, I never shopped for a Honda, so. But we were at this dealership, and he kept treating me like I couldn't afford a new car because he kept wanting to push me to the low end of the used section. And I kept going the other way. And I look at Jan, I go, I should just go to the car. I'm just gonna leave. And I go, do you got any Dodge Challengers in the used? He's like, yeah, we got 7 back there. I walk back there and there's none. I'm like, you lied to me. It was really weird thing. And then I don't know what happened, but next thing I know, I'm at the end of the parking lot where the cars come out of the place. And this is a place I've never been or don't remember ever being. So it was a different layout. But all of a sudden, the employees all had to go somewhere really quick. Like they had to shut down. I don't know if it was closing time or what, but everybody was leaving really quick. And I remember standing there, and this little bitty, like, almost like one of those old Ford, what were they called? Everybody learned to drive in them in the 80s. I don't even remember what they are. The little hatchback looking Ford. What was it called? What were they called? I don't know. Anyway, one comes rushing at me in blue, and I go, this car is going to hit me. And they just kind of hit me, ran over me, but I flipped up, and then I woke up. It was weird. I don't know. Escort, Ford Escort. I guess because I was talking about starting to look for a replacement car since the miles are getting up there in ours. 22 great hits by the Mills Brothers. Sold for $450, headed to California. And then we were thinking, Jan actually mentioned, well, if you get rid of the Porsche, we'll be able to use the other truck as a business truck. So I could get, we could get another Dodge if we wanted to, like a Challenger or a Charger. I'm like, which one do you like the best? And she's always liked the Chargers better, the 4-door Chargers. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, but if I get one of those, it has to be a Hellcat. And right now we can't afford a Hellcat. So because I looked them up, and I wouldn't be able to get the payment down to under 500. I like to keep them at 500 or under. And I don't have enough equity in the Porsche to do that right now. So it may just have to wait. We'll probably end up just waiting it out until we get Pee-wee paid off. Anyway, before we can do anything. Before I even, like, I'm not even thinking seriously right now about it. It's more like one of those things, like if you see a great deal that kind of falls in your lap type of thing, then, and I can keep my car payment at the same amount, then I would do it. But are you ready for a cassette light? Yeah. We had New Kids, Taylor Dane, and Debbie Gibson. So there we are right there. Headed to Henderson, Nevada. All of them were $5, except one was $6. Buy 2, get 2 free. Because before I buy a car anyway, I like to know what the situation, what the current economy situation looks like, and are things overpriced, underpriced because they're not moving, things like that. So I'm just more in that phase. Just like if I just happen to think about it, I might look something up and just do a little comparison or something, as I did on the Chargers. And like the Hellcats are between 60 and 70,000 right now. So like, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Because I said I want a Hellcat before I die, but that means I just gotta work hard. If I work hard this year, maybe get back on top. Get back on top. Next up, we got Cool Breeze 12-inch. Sold for $950, headed to Tennessee. So I guess that's going to be my little motivation thing too. If I need motivation, think new used car. New used car, new used car. Get the Pee-wee bill paid off, and then start working toward that. It's a good thing though. I mean, I realized we've had her car. We got it right before we went to the Smoky Mountains in November. Not last year, but the year before. So we've had that car for a year and it'd be a year and 4 months at 42,000 miles on it. But the good thing is she's only going to be driving right up the road now. And I only usually drive to the post office. And I don't know when our next vacation would be anyway right now, so we didn't get one last year because we couldn't leave Pee-wee alone. But now he's more stable, but now we got to pay for him. So I probably won't get one this year either. Jose Jimenez, something like that, in orbit. Vinyl, sold for $450, headed to Burbank, California. And next over here, Jean-Michel Girard, or however you pronounce his name. Made in West Germany, import CD. Sold for $4, headed to Rockford, Illinois. And the last one over here for the US anyway is New Life Crisis Daylight CD. Sold for $13. Going to Oceanside, New York. Got a couple of offers. Let's see, this one's $26 for a kid's Cleveland Indians snap-up jacket. I got it priced at $31. I'm far away from the internet over here on this one. Oops. There we go. And you're offering $26. Done. I'll take that. And a hat for $7.50. Done. Done, finito. All right, where was I? Right here. Joseph, I already hit that. Joseph. Boom, 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 boom. It is kind of weird how my video game stuff dried up today. Like, I'm not even getting an offer on any of the controllers or anything. Because it was more than just the one buyer, the viewer yesterday. I sold a couple of controllers, sold 2 of the game cases. No, actually 3 of the game cases to other people, I believe it was. And then plus some video games to other people. So, and then today they've just dried up. I do remember, like in the past though, I always said Wednesday is the slow day of the week. Because it seems like Wednesdays, if people are working, it's the day they try to get caught up so they don't have to work Thursday and Friday. They can just goof off. So I vaguely remember Wednesdays being the slowest day of the week, when everything was working properly. That's a message on the starter person. Let me guess, they want to cancel. That's the story of eBay these days. Everybody wants to cancel. Is the jacket a large man size? Because I'm buying it for my brother and he wears a large. Let me read the title to you. Cleveland Indians vintage satin starter snap jacket, kids size small. So the title says kids size small, and he's asking if it's a men's large. I'm not responding to him. I'm going to let him figure it out. His damn self. I'm going to let him figure it out his damn self. I think it already paid too automatically. Nope, that was another hat that just... Two hats. The one I took an offer for, but then another one also paid. Sold. Yeah, I'm not answering him. I'll let him figure it out, and he can send a cancellation or tell me to cancel. Does that mean no? If the dude don't want to read, the dude don't want to read. Next up, we got Stereo Glow. Can't wait to meet you. I'll let it simmer. If he don't respond, I'll answer him by the end of the day. And we go, size is in the title, and then just leave it at that. Headed to the UK. Sold for $9. Stereo Glow. Can't wait to meet you. So funny. Well, I guess that didn't sell then. Would have been a nice sale though. Woulda, coulda. CD 3. Head to the UK. Take the spaces out of the VAT number. Boom, boom. No, I didn't want to update that. Damn it. It's one thing I hate about this is you try to off click on something and you can't off click on it because then it's going to hit something even though you didn't click it. I don't want it to save that VAT number. I don't know if it will though. I don't think it would save that. Is it a men's large? Alright, I'm caught up. Except for the two that just sold. So we're at 330. 200 on the cassette sold. So 200 on the media store. And 200 on the other store, basically. So $400. Let's get them sales rolling. All right, I'm going to list. I'm going to go do something different, have a little fun. Stay as chill as I am today. I'm liking this chill thing. Chill thing. I haven't even looked at the comments on YouTube today. I haven't even paid attention. Just been in my own little headspace world. Ugh. That video's only got 400 views. Thumbs up, thank you. eBay search is still wacky, as all can be. I was copy and pasting in my exact item and title into the search, And eBay was telling me there was no results. Yeah, that happens all the time with me. I could put the exact title in and it won't show up. You put it in Google, it's going to show up. Did he finally figure it out? Did he finally figure it out? Nope. He's a diehard fan and he lives in California. And I was going to send it to him. Please let me know. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh man. Can buyers not see the titles anymore? I'm confused. All right, I'll respond. Good Lord. Clearly in that 7-minute window, he hasn't figured it out. Or she. He or she. I'm just going to put size is in the title and on the item page. This is a learning process. If I just tell them that, they're not going to learn to look for it, so they're just going to do this to somebody else. So if I tell them to read the title, look at the item page, and they figure it out on their own, then they won't. There's a better chance they won't do it to somebody else. We'll see if they respond by the time before this video is over. Anyway, I believe this to be the main problem. The problem with the search is the more words you put in, the less likely you're going to get results of what you're looking for. Unfortunately, you could put the exact title in and it's not going to show, but you type a few words in and you will probably find it. Don't ask me why this is a thing, because it makes no damn sense the way they got the search going. But yeah, it makes no sense. I have learned a ton from you. I would like more listing quicker, storing drafts, explore the basement, and how you find things. Any reseller tips and tricks? List quick. I'll see what I can do. Try to think of a different way of doing it than I've already done it. Hello, James. I really enjoy watching you evaluate all of your processes, deciding when to fine-tune them, etc. Just out of curiosity, how are you making out with emptying the storage unit? Feel like I have not heard an update in a while. I just put a video out the other day. A couple of videos out showing the storage area. So you can check that. I know what I wanted to check. I've been doing good with the off-site ads. So I checked them 4 days ago. And before I was doing $14 a day, because I thought I found my sweet spot, but I don't remember if that was before I moved the store or after, or, separated them. So they've always been at like $14 a day. Seemed like I would get a nice return on it. So I bumped up to 17. So I wanted to see. They answer back. I wanted to see if 17 has dropped it or if it's helping it. Let me do custom past. I know you got to wait like 7 days before you see an actual result anyway. So this ain't going to make me turn it off or turn it on. It's just going to make me see what's going on. So in the past 4 days, fees were $66, which is up 12%, but my sales are $332, down 28%. Number of clicks are up 5.36%, but sales conversion is down 1.24. So this is what it was kind of before, when I would list what I want to do is get one where all those numbers are always up or staying the same, not where my fees are up and everything else is down. So finding that fee to click ratio, like for my store here, it's usually about 14 bucks. But I'll check it in about another week and see or not, because you got to give it enough time to really get all your listings out there and stuff. So putting it up a few dollars will get another chunk of listings out, if you will. So you can change the price without ending the campaign. So I didn't end it. I just upped the price. So like if these results are the same, then I will put it back down to 14. Because if I do the past 31 days, ad fees are $387 with my sales at $1,819. Both of those being up, clicks up, sale conversions only down 0.05, so basically the same. So that's the area I want to stay in. Return on ad spends 4.70, up 3.62%. So that's the only one that's a little bit off, but so I'll check it in about a week and see if it's still hanging out here, or if it improved, or if it got worse. All right, let's see if they were able to read it. Okay, he will not be able to fit it, so I don't want it. Thanks anyway. You don't think a kid small is going to fit a men's large person? Hopefully next time now, though, we'll pay attention to what they're buying. Oh, and it's an item I can't cancel. It didn't end it because it's not in awaiting payment, so it's not like it's anything I can cancel. Which leads me to the question again. I can't cancel it. They're not going to pay for it. Do they get a non-paying bidder? Or does that eliminate a non-paying bidder just because the item didn't end? I don't know. I would think that's probably the way eBay does it now. No harm, no foul. It's still listed. If somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it. Mistakes happen, blah, blah, blah. So at least I don't have to do anything. So there you go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to eat me a cupcake now. I had SpaghettiOs and meatballs today. So I'm eating like a kid, or eat like a baby. Had SpaghettiOs and meatballs. And this message came through. I had some sunflower kernels. So instead of chips, I get either peanuts or sunflower kernels as my little snack throughout the day, instead of chips or chocolate or anything like that. So a lot better for you and no wasted calories. But I think I'm going to get a cupcake right now. I've done good today. I'll probably have a super light dinner. So, all right, that's it. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you all in the next video, whenever or whatever that will be. You never know. My mind's free right now. You might get some of the goofiest stuff ever. You just never know. Or some of the most helpful stuff ever. You never know. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you all later. Bye. Ready, girl? Huh?